Hey, really quick, thank you so much for the support on the last video. Please let me know if you have feedback or any tips at all. With that last video, I got into the YPP program, and we'll have emotes and member stuff as soon as I can. Enjoy the video.
After being called upon to serve once more and fend off the scourge, Roscarius finds himself torn between his past and present. As he relearns the ways of a paladin and prays for the light to guide him, he carries the weight of his father's legacy and the memories of their shared journey. The loss of his father fuels his determination to face the Lich King and put an end to the threat that looms over the Eastern Kingdoms. Once the word had spread, a diverse group of warriors, mages, rogues, and other brave souls heeded the summons of Roscarius. They come together, united by a shared purpose and the determination to rid Westfall of the defious threat. With each new member joining their ranks, the Order grows stronger, establishing a sense of holy righteousness and forging bonds of camaraderie and trust.
Alright, it's time to record some gameplay. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh. Thank God. It's just someone buffing me. Ooh. Let me just go clear these knolls. After forming the Deus Lepidoptera, I gather some of our earliest members and march for the Dead Mines, the Defias hideout, together with Tavid, need actual name, myself, Arima, Dry, and Ashnan. We infiltrate the mines with great prejudice against the Warcraft 3 human models. Before the dungeon entrance, we were tasked with dealing with rebelling miners attempting to create a better, more safer work environment and medical benefits so they could take care of their families, but not on our watch. After providing every possible form of investigation, our group concluded that there was no systemic harassment. Ever. And even worse, what was actually there was a very aggressive labor movement working hard to try and destabilize the company. But we did eventually make it into the Dead Mines, the home base of the ungrateful lower-classmen who were graciously given jobs by Rob Earth Coatrack himself and rudely threw his gift away. I myself am tanking this time around. Tavid, Arima, and Dry dealeth the damage, and last but not certainly least, the graceful Ashnan, the healer of our party. Our first encounter is Union Organizer Rockzor. Surely this individual is not from the Eastern Kingdoms, which is against company guidelines. Oh no, he's trying to apply for dental! Get his ass! We traverse deeper into the mines, firing every participant in this immoral mutiny of the Allied Division Company. Sneed and Gilnid were no match compared to our corporal policy enforcement team and went down in flames, just like their hopes and dreams. Stopping us before the head office was Mr. Smite, a bulking hulk of a beef man who glared at our party with anti-capitalist determination. We could all read his eyes. He wanted to beat us all to a pulp. As the battle ensued, Mr. Smite's communist-made weapons seemed to be defective. It's almost as if they weren't designed in an efficient and essential factory owned by Big Weapon. Due to the clear inefficiencies in his gear, Mr. Smite was brought down, and as he fell, he let out one final moo. Next in line for a beatdown courtesy of the White Party was Secretary Cookie, a violent, mentally deranged LGTV, RGB, BLT, BBC hire who wasn't particularly good at anything, but was a necessary hire to fill out diversity requirements. I calmly walk up to Cookie, and we embrace. Cookie is my friend now. No one can touch this. I must protect.
Arima, a proud warrior from Exodar, represented their great nation with honor and valor. With every swing of their blade, Arima embodied the strength and resilience of the Draenei, setting an example for future generations of their people to follow. Dry, a shaman blessed by the Naru at birth, became a beacon of hope for all shamans across Azeroth. Their innate intellect and connection to the elements allowed them to ascend in power faster than any seasoned shaman. While they possessed incredible strength, Dry also harbored a playful spirit, often making light-hearted jests about seeking the hearts of many femboy wives. As for Ashnan, a humble and empathetic shaman, They were a living vessel of the love that Azeroth and the Alliance had shown them. Having found a new home among the allies, Ashnan's heart overflowed with compassion for all beings. Their belief in the power of love to heal wounds and unite hearts resonated with the core principles of the Deus Lepidoptera, where justice and peace were sought through unity and understanding. Together, Irama, Dry, and Ashnan are seen as a triune of duty, hope, and love, working in unison to serve justice and protect the innocent. Their diverse backgrounds and unique strengths enrich the Order, forging unbreakable bonds among its members.
The group ascended the main office and ran into Vice President Captain Greenskin. As many of my earliest subs know, I have a certain prejudice to those under a specific height. Whether they are Horde, Alliance, I simply do not care for such beings of their length. They plague the lands of the holy and pure. Their mere existence desecrates the lives of the innocent, corrupting all the minds of the future generations with their frivolous inventions. And the worst of it all, they are praised for their heresy. Nowadays it feels as if I'm the only sane being left on this planet, with the sworn duty of educating those in bliss of the atrocities that walk among us. Nonetheless, I treat those abominations equally and appropriately, with their skulls under my blood-soaked boots. Then we found Van Cleef, handed him a cease and desist letter that basically read out, "No unions." And then we beat the ever-living daylights out of him for even thinking of standing up to the 1%, and we went on our merry way. What a long day.
Roskar! You're looking a little tired, buddy old pal.
Oh my god, Ava, my house, why did you...
Seems like you need a pick-me-up, good sir.
I don't drink coffee or do drugs.
Sounds like you're in dire need of an energy drink.
But don't all these have bad things in them?
What in God's name are you talking about? Have you not heard of the Prodigy and Everlasting... Have you not heard of the new Prodigy and the Everlasting War of Corporal Big Name energy drinks?
No,
Well, it's clear to me that your degenerate lifestyle of hermiting in your mother's basement and ordering McDonald's at 1 a.m. every week has prevented you from attaining such information.
I wouldn't say that's applicable, but...
Did you know about a new brand of energy drink that has no sugar, calories, fillers, artificial flavors, or maltodextrin?
What?
It's called W, an energy drink that is loaded with vitamins and nootropics. It's meant for people who need focus while gaming, grinding, and, gay workouting, without any jittering or crashing afterwards.
But wouldn't the caffeine make me anxious?
False! It won't make you as anxious as it is made with Neurofactor!
Jeez, this is a lot of information. Isn't there like a website?
Stop! Stop! I'm getting this bread! There is. Just go to WGG and you'll get all the information you need.
Well, alright, I'll do that.
They even have an ingredient page as well. And you know what's really special?
What?
Discount code ROSCAR.
Oh, hey, that's
for 10% off your order, and part of your purchase directly supports this channel.
Well, what about the people who live...
It doesn't matter! Because WGG ships worldwide.
Man, that sounds great.
Well, what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and be sure to use code ROSCAR for your 10% discount.
I've already ordered some to my house.
By the way, my current state of being is not a result of W energy, it's due to copious amounts of crystal meth.
That's right, ladies and gents, I have partnered with W Energy to show you all a product that may be of use to one such as yourselves, whether it's staying up late to raid or waking yourself up in the morning for work because you stayed up late raiding. W has your back. Everything Ava said is true and is on their website, which is linked in the description. You can use my code on screen for a 10% discount, which also directly supports me and my channel. They do in fact ship worldwide. Thank you. Now back to the video. On our way out of the hideout, now Tomb of the Defias Brotherhood, I felt a chilling anxiety run down my spine. It's as if something was calling out to me. Reinvigorating the light within me was challenging enough, but this was different. This was an awakening. It's as if I was missing a necessary puzzle piece to eliminate my dimmed soul. What could this feeling insinuate? To my left is a small farm, isolated from the rest of Westfall. Down the hill, I spot a woman, and an unnatural power beckons me towards her. Before I know it, I'm not just walking, but running towards this farm woman. She's startled by my sudden intrusion, but calms as she realizes I'm not part of the Defias. We get acquainted, and she introduces herself as Daphne Stillwell. As her name leaves her mouth, I get another sense of anxiety. Does her name mean something? I spot heads coming over the hills. I don't recognize them as my order, therefore they must be leftover runts from the Defias. Worry not, Daphne. My light will sunder their bones. As the last thug draws their final breath, my gaze leads to the hilltop once more. Ah, another head. It looks like my job is yet to finish. After a second glance, I see a young boy bearing the crest of Stormwind. Oh, it's a messenger boy. He hands me a letter with a seal from the Cathedral of Light, and the dots connect.
In the aftermath of their triumph over the Dead Mines and the Defias threat, Roscarius and his loyal followers of the Deus Lepidoptera find themselves hailed as heroes in Westfall. The townsfolk celebrate their victory, and word of their deeds spreads like wildfire across the region. During the celebration, a messenger seeks out and delivers a sealed letter to Roscarius. The letter bears the official seal of the Cathedral of Light, and its contents speak of a blacksmith named Jordan Stillwell, a master craftsman with unparalleled skills in the art of forging powerful weapons. Roscarius reads the letter with great interest, learning that Jordan Stillwell is currently residing in Ironforge, the renowned dwarven city of craftsmanship. The purpose of the summons and the feeling within becomes clear. Roscarius is tasked with seeking out the blacksmith to forge a legendary weapon.
Before leaving for Ironforge, I took a small detour into the Red Ridge Mountains. Remember that disgusting beast I slew earlier? Well, it has an even uglier sibling, Yowler the Vile, who found a new purpose in terrorizing the people of Lakeshire, stealing food, tainting water, and killing livestock. I took it upon myself that this was my doing. Because of my actions, the innocent were suffering for it. I would not have it. Accompanying me for this small mission was Taved, our only rogue.
Tavead, the youngest member of the Deus Lepidoptera, was brought up as an orphan in the streets of Stormwind, having lost both his parents during the war against the United Troll Empire. When he joined Roscarius and the Order, he faced skepticism and doubt from others due to his young age. However, Tavad's mastery of stealth and assassination techniques proved to be a valuable asset to the Order. Roscarius found a kindred spirit in Taved's desire for justice against those who had caused suffering to innocent lives, much like his own past.
As I waited, Taved would subdue one, and we'd deal with the other together. One by one, the gnolls of Red Ridge disappeared, until 3 remained, then 2. And finally, Yowler was all alone. And Jesus fucking Christ, I thought Hogger was ugly. This guy looks like 2 old grizzly bears fighting over a salmon laced in lemongrass that causes a crippling addiction to smelly sandals and old Chinese food. Then we killed a pig. After successful endeavors in Red Ridge, I traveled to Ironforge in hopes of finding the blacksmith who can forge me my weapon of righteousness. I searched all throughout the inside of the mountain with no luck, until I stepped outside. A lone human smith, surrounded by other dwarves. Another, more intense chill runs up my spine. Surely this man has the talent of a dwarven craftsman. I rode up to him and I introduced myself. He is grateful for my valor in protecting his wife. He explains that he can forge the weapon I seek, but he is missing key ingredients and tools. A missing ore shipment, white stone oak lumber, his unique smithing hammer, and most importantly, the core gem. I agree to complete the quest he asks of me, with the promise of creating a weapon powerful enough to channel my righteous light. Examining his notes, it appears the missing ore shipment is closest. It was stolen by ogres. My steed brought me across the lake of Loch Madon and into the ogre camp, and after cutting down each beast in my way, I collected what was rightfully mine. But the next items were scattered around Azeroth, in the most foul of places. This was a feat I could not complete alone.
Forging the weapon of a paladin is no simple task. It requires rare and powerful materials that can only be found in some of the most daunting places for new adventurers. Roscarius storms off into the direction of the nearest ingredient with his band of heroes closely behind him. Their first destination was the Dead Mines, where they previously triumphed over the Defias threat. There, amidst the wreckage and remnants of their past victory, they sought the precious whitestone lumber. The Dead Mines proved to be a daunting challenge yet again, but Roscarius and his comrades persevered, their bond growing stronger with each trial they faced. Next, the Order ventured into Shadowfang Keep, a haunted fortress infested with malevolent forces. Within its dark and treacherous halls lay Jordan's hammer, a crucial component for the forging process.
Upon entering Shadowfang Keep, I cannot help but feel like I've been here before.
I awkwardly used Translate to communicate, and somehow I came out with an enchanted cloak and chestplate.
The chambers are crawling with beasts who walk upright but are still feral in nature. What degeneracy is this? Although at first glance these beings appear to just be some druids who've developed taboo fantasies and will shift back if you talk with them, but these really are animals. We continue through the keep with great caution. After killing the one known as Rethelgor, I witnessed Gandahar chug down some peculiar potions one's I or even Berthel have never laid eyes on.
Gandahar, a silent yet remarkable warrior and member of the Order, demonstrated unparalleled strength and alchemical prowess, single-handedly dispatching legions of foe with almost monstrous efficiency. Whispers among the group speculated about his origins, some claiming he was once a witch hunter shunned by his homeland, seeking a new purpose within the ranks of the Deus Lepidoptera, where he found solace, familiarity, and brotherhood.
Entering the courtyard, we see a stable with steed, surely summoned through heretical magics. Upon slaying them, I discovered Jordan's smithing hammer lying on the ground. They must have been safeguarding it. It's like someone knows what I'm trying to accomplish. Our party clashes with the denizens of the Shadowfang Keep. We press on and ascend each room, truly showcasing the might of our order. The blood on our tabards is never given a chance to dry as we cut down beast by beast, and everyone bigger than the last. Teeth gnash, blades slash, spells and incantations burn away the fur and flesh of these monsters who inhabit this dark place. In the final room lies Arugula... what? This motherfucker named himself after a plant? Arugal, master of these disheveled cryptids, a warlock, my direct counterpart. A being who uses fell magic for their insidious desires, aligning oneself with the Burning Legion. Fucking despicable. If we had it my way, they'd all be burned at the stake by their own foul magic. We engage with Arugal. He cowers in fear behind his dark spell shield. He attempts to turn one of us into his carnivorous allies, but the power of the light is much too strong, and we proceed to beat him until he was in a vegetative state. With the Shadowfang Keep cleansed, I set my sights on Ashenvale in Kalimdor.
Journey then led them deep into the Black Fathom Deeps, a mystical and enigmatic place teeming with ancient magic. Within its mysterious depths lay the elusive core gem, an essential component for a light-wielding weapon. The Deus Lepidoptera faced dangerous creatures and arcane forces, but proved their strength was unwavering, and slew the denizens within the depths, obtaining the coveted gem.
We received word that the core gem, the final piece for my quest, was being held onto by the Naga, a once powerful, prestigious race of elves, known as the highborne, now evolved to these lesser beings who dwell in the damp, dark, stenching caves. Guarding the entrance to the dungeon are plenty of Naga, along with satyrs, a species of devilish goatmen. We purge the first few halls with relative ease, and once inside we find ourselves in an open cave, where the only ways around are by swimming in underwater tunnels. Before we are allowed access to the tunnels, a massive turtle stands watch. The only option we have is to murder it. After traversing some of the tunnels, we find a wounded member of the Argent Dawn. With such severe wounds, he bestows his task upon us: exterminate the Twilight Hammer cultists who inhabit the depths and take their leader Kelris's head. Many of us move uncoordinated within the black depths, unbeknownst to our surroundings, unfamiliar with any of the ruins that surround us. Because of our limited knowledge, I decided to bring the Order's living embodiment of history itself.
Barathil, a profound druid of the Night Elves, is a living embodiment of Azeroth's history. Rumored to be as old as Cenarius himself, his existence spans countless ages, witnessing every significant event that has shaped the world. His mind is a vast library of knowledge, holding the secrets and lore of civilizations that have risen and fallen throughout the ages. Barathil's wisdom is sought after by scholars and adventurers alike. Yet such profound knowledge comes with a price, and the weight of centuries can take a toll on one's sanity. Barathil remains a stalwart and indispensable member of the Deus Lepidoptera, providing invaluable guidance to his comrades in their quest to defend Azeroth from darkness.
With the guidance of our druid Barathil, we locate the Moonshrine ruins, the hidden base of operations for the Twilight Hammer. The cultists are quick to detect our presence, and we soon find ourselves in a battle in a long corridor. Our group pushes the cultists back, further and further along the ruins, eventually finding our target, Kelris. We fucking murder... He's dead. But wait, there's a bunch of extra... Oh, okay. The doors open, and Akumai screeches in distraught as a band of adventurers has come to... Are you fucking serious? Oh yeah, the core gem. I found it on some random mob at the start. I won't lie, kinda forgot about this fucking thing. It looks like a ring pop. It doesn't fucking taste like one, that's for sure.
With all the essential materials finally assembled, the time has come for Roscarius to return to Ironforge and complete the forging of a weapon worthy of a paladin under the expert guidance of Jordan Stillwell, the renowned human among dwarven blacksmiths.
After traveling back to Ironforge, I ride in haste toward Jordan Stillwell's forge. I spring through the main gates. Jordan and I lock eyes. We both know why we're meeting once more. As I walk closer, that chilling feeling I have becomes more and more intense. Once the materials are handed over, Jordan gets right to work. Sparks fly. Iron and steel cry out as they are mended to Jordan's vision. The snow around us melts, creating a blazing steam that freezes just as fast as it melted. Even with the heat of the forge and being so close to obtaining the required piece for my journey, the chill in my spine freezes my body still, as all I can do is watch a master at work. The mace is finished, a weapon worthy of serving the light, such as its wielder. Jordan named it after an old friend, a once great paladin, Varigan's fist. It is held out to me, glowing with luminosity. I reach for it, and a sudden warmth embraces my fading body, and I feel brighter than ever.
As Roscarius grasps the legendary weapon, he feels its power resonating within him, and a sense of purpose greater than himself surges through his veins. With Varigan's fist in hand, a symbol of justice and righteousness is now within reach, and the destiny of Azeroth intertwines with the destiny of the Paladin of Stormwind. As the Deus Lepidoptera stands united, a new chapter unfolds in their epic tale, pushing them closer to the chilling lands of Northrend in hopes of clashing steel with the malevolent Lich King, the ultimate threat that must be stopped at any cost. Be sure to subscribe to continue the story of Roscarius' great crusade through Wrath of the Lich King.